Hi there, my name is Kronenberg and welcome to my channel. This is a film review of It's Alive. It's a horror, came out in 1974. Amazon is a 15, IMDb is an X. It's an hour and 31 minutes. Amazon is 4.0 out of 5, IMDb is 5.8 out of 10. They're kind of similar, so I'll just do IMDb. The Davises are expecting a baby, which turns out to be a monster with a nasty habit of killing people whenever it's scared. And it is easily scared. It's not exactly true, but there you go. Director is Larry Cohen, who did As Good as Dead. Producer, well, there's three of them, but with producer on is Larry Cohen again, who did Maniac Cop. And music was by Bernard Herrmann, who did The Man in the Silo. The cast are up at the main three, to be honest. We have John P. Ryan, who was Frank, who was in Runaway Train. Sharon Farrell, who was Lenore, who was in Night of the Comet. And Daniel Holzman, who was Chris, who wasn't in anything else. And it was filmed in mostly LA and California. And it's also known as Baby Killer. That's the Denmark and working title. And for close-up shots, Rick Baker created a full-head monster baby mask, a pair of gloves and a partial bodysuit, which were worn by Baker's then-girlfriend and later wife, Elaine Alexander. So, it was a request. I forgot to mention that. I also rented it, because I thought, why not? Music at the start is cinematic and electronic type also, with loads of small flashing dots or lights. Basically, if you get seizures or migraines, good luck at this point. Why? I don't know. Because it's just like, it didn't make any sense, because after the credits ended, so did the lights. Now, you know when on most films, when a baby's due, it's this mad dash to the bag, you know, the car, dad looking flustered and crapping himself, that kind of thing? Well, not here. So Lenore woke up, right, told Frank, it's due, it's now. So they toddle off to the bathroom. Then he just leisurely goes through the wardrobe, picking out some dresses, bit of clothing, pops it into a bag. It's just like it's a relaxing day. It just goes back and then they go off to the thing, get in the car. And I thought, are they going to stop at the drive-thru or anything like this? It was the most calmest thing I've ever seen. Bloody hell, though. Chris's wallpaper is the typical 70s or maybe something, I'm not sure. It says love, L-O-V-E, but L-O and then V-E underneath with these psychedelic symbols. I thought, my God, I mean, this obviously it was the 70s, but it was literally, whoa, what the hell? The waiting room, with four hubbies in, getting stressed, talking to each other. We've got an exterminator talking about cockroaches, one guy hitting the vending machine, one talking about fog, and Frank trying to be calm. Poor Frank. So 1 minute after talking with the four dads, chilling, he was then watching some nurse stagger through a door, throat ripped open. He ran into the labour room to find all the doctors and nurses to be dead, blood everywhere, and the baby gone. What a start to his day. Anyway, so after all that, Frank's off home to relax. Lenore's staying in hospital, obviously, because she's a bit traumatic. And as he's driving home, the media's named them as the parents, the mutated murderous infant. So he's like, great, that's my life ruined. The bizarrest thing throughout the entire film, which I will say here, is you don't see the media camped out on their lawn like you would do nowadays, which is kind of a bit interesting. Oh, poor guy. Anyway, Frank goes to work, so his boss suggests taking 3 weeks off work, you know, because you've got some time accrued. And leave by the service elevator, you know, to avoid the media. So he's like, oh, right, okay. So he goes, and then his boss calls in his secretary and says, can you clear his desk and send his stuff to his house? He won't be back again. It's like, way to get rid of him. So the two coppers, as in the detectives, tracking the baby, are chatting. One has a wife in her 8th month, and since he started on this, she's not been sleeping, and apparently he lost his first baby. And then the other one says, you're lucky you don't have grown kids. People without children don't realise how lucky they are. And I thought, yeah. The nurse looking after Lenore is all heart, saying that it's killed again, apparently for a story to sell. Of course, nowadays it'll be on social media within milliseconds, not on a tape recorder by the bed, but that's different, I suppose. Charlie, the friend of the family, it's got a weird car. Basically, wind up the back window from the outside. How does that mean? How can that be safe? It's bizarre because they were getting stuff, fishing rods and stuff, and then he wound up the window using this lever on the outside of the car. It's bizarre. The view from the baby's POV is kind of like distorted. Again, also one of those with crappy migraines or seizures or anything. My eyes were just bugging out every time I was looking through his eyes. Oh, how hard, the hardship. The tiny kitchen they have. It's got an Argus stove, cupboards, enough space in the middle for a few elephants, 2 fruit bowls even. Oh. Anyway, so about 10 police cars have rocked up. Right? The police with guns have all gone inside. So it's late at night, so I'm assuming no kids are there except for a few dead bodies they're bringing out. It's like a police convention. I've never seen so many coppers in my life looking for a baby. So poor Frank has been asked to visit. And I was like, did he see the baby? Because there was some movement and stuff, and he was looking over in that direction, but he kind of sort of dismissed it. Back at home, right, there's a lampshade with plastic wrapped around it like it's brand new. And I was like, was that a thing? I think it was in some films, but I don't know. But at least it's still dark, because Frank's wearing, because it's actually dark in the house for once. Not like nowadays where it's like daylight even though it's dark. And then Frank's wearing something I've not seen in ages for a man. Pyjamas. I was like, what the hell? He was wearing full-blown pyjamas, the top and the bottom. It's like a little suit. And they keep saying it's a manhunt, which I'm confused. Can it be a manhunt if it's for a baby? The flashing lights in the dark sewer tunnel. The type you can drive a police car in. Thankfully, the lights are red, because that was the only colour back for the police cars then. Oh, because it's nothing like watching the sirens, the colours that they have. My eyes always bog out when I see them in films. It was an intense ending. Just paved the way for a sequel, though. And I think there is a sequel. I think It's Alive 2. There's even It's Alive 3, I think. So there we go. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed watching and listening to this film review of It's Alive. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me your thumbs up if you liked the video. Leave a comment below. Have you seen it? Do you like it? Okay, well, thank you and goodbye.